Strange devil-worshipping dream. I dreamed myself and my dad were traveling. We found this old abandoned place. We walk in. There are two different flights of stairs, one at the entrance on the right, as you first walk in, and one on the far left in the back. The stairs are going toward the front of the building, but in different sections. The place looked metallic and very clean but abandoned looking. So we walk in and go down the stairs on the right of the building. We then walk to the left furthest side of the building and enter the other room. Right about this moment, we think to ourselves, we've gotta look to make sure no one is coming so we don't get caught. We start to head out of the second room into the first, then 20 people are standing there just flooding the room with straight glares, not smiling at all. At this point me and Dad stop in our tracks. I say something like, "Oh shoot," as I see them. I am preparing to fight, and to give it everything I've got, and go down fighting. About this time Dad walks toward them and starts to say something, then two of them move forward and act really nice to him. They grab him one on each arm and lead him up the stairs, the opposite stairs that we came in at on the other side of the room. Someone at the top of the stairs hands him a plastic knife, and tells him, since he is here he must bleed for it, then he can go. They didn't bother me, which was strange. The guy who hands him the plastic knife has a robe on, and first demonstrates how he wants my dad to stab himself. He reversed the knife and wanted him to stab it in his own belly as hard as he could. He said, "It will not kill you, it will just make you bleed a little." Dad was seeming to go along with it. It was very strange. It was like they had some sort of power over him. Dad was going through the motions preparing to do what they wanted. I walk fast up to him and I grab at the knife 2 or 3 times, until I get it and say, "What are you doing? Quit it, let me have that." After this, I look at the knife, and twist it around with my hands examining it. Half of it wasn't shaped, but the other half has some type of inscription on it. It was some type of ritual plastic knife. At about this moment, I started to lose it and I tried to hold it but couldn't. I laughed out loud and said softly, "It's too stupid." Now then I tossed the knife down around the top left corner of the room. Then I say, "Let's go, Dad." Then I started walking out, trying not to make eye contact with anyone, because I didn't want trouble if it could be avoided. Everyone was moving about a half foot only, just enough to make room, because they knew, if they stood in my way I was willing to fight them. I went down those flight of stairs, then started up the other one. After I got to the first or third step I felt a big huge hand grab my right shoulder. Then I stopped in my tracks, couldn't move an inch. I then turned fast and knocked down the hand as fast as I could, then swatted at the guy a bit and he released. He had huge eyes and he was a very huge guy like Steve. He told me, "You two are not leaving here." Then I tell him, "Don't touch me again." I don't do touchy-feely, I do bitey-scratchy, meaning that, if he touched me again, I was going to bite, scratch, and strike him anything that I could do to do damage. I grabbed the stair rail and held it for balance to pick him as hard as I could. He glared at me, as if he hated me so much but kept his distance, where I couldn't strike him. The rest of the people just were silent, and has already made barely enough room for us to squeeze past them. The dream ended, where I knew we would get out, but not because the guy wanted us to, it was just because he couldn't do anything without risking his own safety to prevent us from going. Then I awakened,